joined.
Yes.
So, good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
We have completed all the topics for the term 1 examination up to gerund, right? Non-finite forms of verb, right? And we need to begin. So, term 1 portions are over. Okay, I'll be giving you the answer keys and the other worksheets also. I'll be sending in the WhatsApp group. I have uploaded all the notes of finites and non-finite verbs in the school's website. If it is not accessible, just inform me. I'll be giving the notes through the WhatsApp group. Okay, class group. Okay, if it is not possible for you to download the notes from the school's website. Then, yes, Smriti?
For this finite and non-finite verbs, should we write the examples or should we differentiate between both?
Activity you're asking about?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to get all the information, maximum. You collect maximum information about finites and non-finite verbs. Okay. And you make a grammar album. You can include pictures in it. You just prepare your own grammar album, grammar book. Okay, search everywhere and get all the information with about this finites and non-finite verbs. Okay, so please don't ever forget to submit. Next class of mine, I hope that you all will be sitting with the activity. If it is not complete also, you should start doing it today itself. Okay, today you start, just start. I hope that you have all A4 size sheet. I'm not telling you to buy a chart paper. You please do it in an A4 size sheet. Okay, and file along with your notes once it is over.
Ma'am, I don't have a for size paper.
Buy it. It's available in the shops. Nihal.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, nearby shop bookstores it is available. You need a maximum 5 pages. Maximum
Okay.
5 pages, including the front sheet.
Okay, ma'am.
So whatever you can, how to make your work more attractive, you do like that. You can even paste pictures. Actually, next class of mine, you should sit with the work done. Okay, whenever I'm asking you, just raise your activity and show it to me. And I'll be collecting it from everybody through mail. I'll give my mail ID. When the time comes, I'll be giving you my mail ID for sending it. Okay, take a photo and send. Clear? Clear all of you? Okay, so the topic the next topic that we are going to discuss is a familiar topic. It's not new for you. That is the kinds of simple sentences. Okay, we are going to learn the 4 kinds of simple sentences. Okay, what is a sentence, Smriti Ramesh? Let us begin from Smriti Ramesh. Okay, Smriti, can you define a sentence?
Ma'am, ma'am, it is made up of words.
Okay. If you connect, if you fix all the different words wherever you're getting it, it can be a complete sentence?
No, ma'am.
No.
Should be kept
So
in
how to frame a sentence, Smriti?
Ma'am, the words should be kept in a correct order so that it makes sense.
Yes, that is the point. It makes some sense, right? Okay, a sentence, a sequential arrangement of a group of words, or it is a group of words. A sentence is a group of words sequentially arranged which give us some sense. And starting with the subject and it has a predicate of its own, it contains a verb. Then we can call it as a complete sentence, right? And sentences can also, we are using different punctuation marks to point out the sentences. We are starting it with a capital letter, ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamatory mark, whatever it is. Okay, so these are called sentences. So we are going to learn 4 kinds of simple sentence. Can anybody define a simple sentence? What is a simple sentence? What is called a simple sentence in English grammar? Children, listen. A simple sentence consists of 1 subject, 1 predicate, and 1 finite verb. Okay? A simple sentence consists of 1 subject, 1 predicate, 1 finite verb. Look at the board, children. Look at the board, all of you. I love dogs. Okay, I love dogs. Okay, here I have a subject, I have a predicate, and I have also a finite verb. which is starting with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Clear? This can be a simple sentence. Okay, this can be categorized, or this is called a simple sentence. A simple sentence consists of one subject,
One
subject, one predicate, with a finite verb, one finite verb. Okay, one finite verb. This is a must. Okay, this is a must. So we are calling such sentence a simple sentence. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear, kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So children, listen. A simple sentence consists of one subject, one predicate and one finite verb. So such sentences are positive sentences and negative sentences. Okay, we have negative sentences, we have positive sentence. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the 4 kinds of simple sentence. The first kind of sentence is declarative sentence. What is it? The first kind of simple sentence. Declarative sentences. Declarative sentences are also known as statement sentence. What is it? Statement sentence. Okay, because it gives some information. It passes on some information. Okay, so declarative sentences are also called assertive sentence. Okay, it declares something. It says, it states something. Okay, so all these declarative sentences are statement sentence. What is it? Statement sentence. Okay, so we have affirmative declarative sentence and negative declarative sentence. What is called an affirmative sentence? The positive sentences where there is no not or negative words used, right, are called an affirmative sentence. And negative sentence, it is easy to construct. Just add not, not, or the short form int with the auxiliary. After the auxiliary verb, you can make a sentence negative. Okay, so let us learn declarative sentence examples. I'm going to give you a few examples of declarative sentence. I am going there. I am going there. He speaks English. Okay, he speaks English. Here you can see one subject, he, predicate speaks English, and one finite verb speaks. Okay, so it is a simple sentence. It gives some information so that we can, or it is in the form of a statement starting with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. So such a sentence is called a declarative sentence in English grammar. He is, or he doesn't, you give me one sentence. He doesn't hit him. He doesn't hit him. Is it a negative, affirmative, or a negative sentence?
Negative sentence.
It is a negative sentence because I have used the word "ing" along with the auxiliary word, right? I can't go there. I can't go there. There also I have used the short form "ing." Okay, instead of not, I have used the short form "ing." So this kind of sentences are called negative declarative sentences. So declarative sentences are also known as assertive sentence because it declares, it gives a statement or whatever it is. It declares or it passes on some information. Okay, so such sentences are called declarative sentences. Let me share a screen for you. Children, look at the board. Let us learn declarative sentence in detail. You have 3 examples here. Earth is a blue planet. Okay, Earth is a blue planet, and you are familiar with the poem Humpty Dumpty, right? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Milk is white. All these are the examples for a declarative sentence. It is a sentence that makes a statement or assertion, and the other name for the sentence is assertive. A-S-S-E-R-T-I-V, assertive sentence. And you know, here declarative sentence always ends with a period. That means a full stop. It is starting with the subject and ends with a full stop. Clear? Clear, kids? It simply make a statement. They pass on some information. Am I clear? And the usual word order. There is a word order, a pattern for constructing a declarative sentence. Look at the board, children. The pattern or the word order for a simple declarative sentence is starting with the subject, followed by a verb, then comes the object, and we can use the place and also write the time. Look at the board. The rabbits eat the vegetables in the garden in the early morning. See the pattern of sentence. Look at the declarative sentence, the sentence pattern. It has a subject, comes the object, verb, then object, place, time. This is the normal or the usual word order for constructing a simple declarative sentence. So here, what is the subject here? The rabbits. Okay, the subject, the rabbits. Tell me the predicate. Children, tell me the predicate.
Eat the vegetables.
Yeah, eat the vegetables in the garden in the early morning. One predicate. So one subject, one predicate. And tell me the finite verb used.
Eat.
Eat. Only one verb used in the sentence, right? The rabbits, subject, eat, finite verb. Eat the vegetables in the garden in the early morning is the predicate, right? And we have an object, vegetables. We have the place in the garden. We have also mentioned the time in the early morning. This is the usual word order pattern for constructing a, tell me?
Simple declarative
Simple declarative sentence. Okay, so declarative sentences are sentences that makes a statement or assertion. Earth is a blue planet. Earth is the subject. Is a blue planet predicate. Is the finite verb there. Okay. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty subject. Sat on a wall is predicate and sat is the finite verb. Clear? Milk is white. Milk is the subject. Is white predicate is verb. Correct? So all these sentences are examples for declarative sentence. And look at the second point. A declarative sentence does not ask a question. We are not using a declarative sentence for asking questions. We have some other sentence type or sentence kind. And we are not using declarative sentence for giving orders. Okay? And also not using declarative sentence for expressing strong emotions. Okay? So, declarative, what is the purpose of using declarative sentence? The job of declarative sentence is simply make a statement, declaration, to pass on some information. Okay? Am I clear? Am I clear, kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Are the declarative sentences clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I would like to hear from you. Savio, give me one example for affirmative declarative sentence. Savio, one sentence. Affirmative means positive, where there is no use of not. Savio, Smriti Ramesh raised her hand. Savio, tell me. Savio, can you hear me, Savio? I can't hear you.
Yes,
Sri Rudra, turn on your video. Yes, now you tell me, Sri Rudra, example, affirmative. Affirmative means positive. Assertive sentence. Assertive means declarative sentence. Sri Rudra. Remember, it's a simple sentence. Remember, it has only one subject, one finite verb. And there is a word order pattern. Tell me now. Geetika Manoj,
Yes, ma'am.
give me one example.
John is writing a letter for his grandmother.
Who is writing?
John.
John. John is writing a letter for his brother, whatever it is. John is writing a letter. Aaron Anthony, another example. John, subject, is writing a letter, predicate. Is writing is the finite verb. Okay. So it is a simple declarative sentence. Pass on information to us. Now, Aaron Anthony, one positive. That means one affirmative assertive sentence. Assertive means declarative sentence. Starting with a capital letter, ends with a full stop.
I am a boy.
I am a boy. Absolutely correct. Now, Harriet and Xavier, tell me one example for negative assertive sentence. Assertive, negative sentence. You
He
know,
does
I have
not
told you,
study
you
very
need to
well.
use one int or not with the auxiliary verb to form a negative sentence. So, Harriet
He
and
does- Ma'am, can I say?
yes, of course.
He does not study very well.
He does not study. So, should I take a stick in my hand? If he's not sitting properly for his studies, your little brother you're talking about. Harriet?
No, ma'am.
No, I don't have a brother, ma'am. I'm talking about Aaron Anthony's brother. Okay. He does not study his lesson. Okay. Ananta Krishnan? Ananta Krishnan? Ananta Krishnan, are you there? No. Kanishk? One negative sentence. Kanishk? Video is stuck. Kanishk? Yes, my son. Tell me one negative assertive sentence.
He is a bad boy.
Negative. Negative means you should add not or int or other some. See, you know, negative words. Nothing, none, seldom. All these are a few negative words. Little. All these are negative words. Now, you please tell me one sentence with not or int. Ma'am, I can't go there. Kanishk, ma'am, I can't go there. Can't go. I can't travel for long as I have back pain, right? Okay. Now, Kanish, you do like
He is not
frame.
doing anything.
Once again,
He is not doing anything.
he is not doing anything. So just do one thing. Just give a small. What I can say. No, I'm not giving you. Already I am getting a lot of complaint that I am actually instructing the students to do this, that and fight and all. So leave it. Okay, so he is not doing anything at home. Ganesh, are you doing everything at home? Helping your parents? Cooking, cleaning? No, cleaning? Yes, Savio is doing. Great job, my son. So my dear children, listen by adding NOT with the auxiliary verb and end the short form with the auxiliary verb, will be able to change a positive sentence into negative. Am I clear? So these are the declarative sentences. Okay, declarative sentences are statement sentences. The other name used for declarative sentence, assertive sentence, and we can use affirmative, or we can make affirmative sentences and also negative sentences. Clear? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So let us learn, and also you got the word order, how to frame a declarative sentence. And remember, all the 4 kinds of sentences are coming under the first type of sentence called simple sentence. Okay? Simple sentence consists of one subject, one predicate, and one finite verb. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
now let us discuss imperative sentences. Okay, what are imperative sentence, kids?
We give orders or commands.
Yes, definitely. We are using these imperative sentences to express order, command, to give command, to give order. Then what else? Request, advice. Okay, for giving all these things, we are all type of, or for framing all these kinds of sentences, types of sentences, we are using imperative sentence. Okay, so be quiet. Be quiet. Okay, please bring me a cup of tea. I am thirsty. A glass of water. I am thirsty, right? Help me, please. All these are a few examples for imperative sentence. All these are the examples for imperative sentence. Okay, let us learn imperative sentences from you. I'll give you 30 seconds. Frame, or you please make 5 sentences. That also affirmative and negative just mix up. 3 sentences negative, 3 sentences positive. Just construct, structure a few words, sentences in imperatives. You have 30 seconds. Your time starts now. You have 30 seconds.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, it shows orders. It shows order.
You just mix it. 3 negative, 3 positive, or if you are mixing, no problem. You just construct it. Just frame. Just frame 6 sentences in imperative. Francis Richard, are you there? Francis? Francis, I can't see your face, Francis. Sri Rudra, turn on your video. Namasya, Malavika, Anika Ishwar. Who is Anika Ishwar? Abhyuday, change your name. You have written your mother's name. Change your name. Anufilda Thomas. It's written Anufilda Thomas. Please change the device name. Write Abhyuday George there. Rename your device. Namasya. Okay. 30 seconds over. Let me start with Ananya K. Vijesh. Ananya, turn on your video. Yes, Ananya, your first sentence. 1 sentence in imperative. It can be positive or negative. I don't mind.
Please, ma'am, can you hear me?
Little more louder, please.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Please don't put sugar in my tea.
Please?
Don't put sugar in my tea.
It's not clear, my dear. It's not audible for me. Please, I heard only please.
Ma'am, can I type?
No problem. You tell me. Once again, you place the mic in right position and speak. You may be audible in the recording version. Huh?
Yes, okay, ma'am. Please don't put sugar in my tea.
You don't want a sugar piece? Definitely, I'll give you a little sugar added tea. Okay. So, children, please don't put, whenever she is visiting your home, please don't put sugar in her tea. Okay. She doesn't like. Okay. Don't put sugar in my tea. Very good. Very good. Now I have Emil Lijo. Another example. Emil, imperative.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. It can be negative or positive. Your friend Ananya, she used a negative imperative. Don't put sugar in my tea. Fine. Don't put sugar in my tea. No, I won't. I won't give you a tea with sugar added. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Can I tell?
Yes, of course.
Please invite my friend for my birthday party.
Tell your parents and invite me also. Okay. Please invite your friends. Okay, that's fine. Please invite my friends. Mom, please invite my friends. Vinayak Aryan. Vinayak Aryan. Unmute your audio and tell me. Vinayak, are you there? Vinayak, yes.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Ma'am, imperative sentence.
Not clear for me, please.
Ma'am, imperative sentence.
Huh?
Ma'am. Negative or positive?
Anything, I don't mind. You can use negative sentence or positive sentence.
Bring me a pen.
Bring me a
Pen.
Bring me a pen. Ordering? You're ordering? Oh, it's not good. Bring me a pen. Okay. Ismail Suhaim? Ismail, 1 sentence. Imperative.
I have learned English.
Huh?
I have learned English.
No, I have learnt English. I have learnt English. Is it an imperative sentence or it can be categorized under declarative sentence? I have learnt English. It gives us some information, right? It is a statement. So I have learnt English is a declarative affirmative sentence. I want a sentence in imperative. Imperative, it can be an order, a command, a request or an advice, a positive or a negative.
Please give me a pen.
Please give me, see Vinayak, manners. Vinayak, learn manners from Suhaim. Ismail Suhaim. Okay. Vinayak, you said bring my pen, and he said, ma'am, please bring my pen back. Okay. So now Ananda Krishnan, give me a sentence.
Please move from here.
Huh?
Please move from here.
No, no. Where should I go if you're telling me to move? Okay, please move from here. Of course, after this period 4:20, I'll be moving from here, and then the next teacher will be joining. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So these are the exercises for, or these are the examples for imperative, both positive and negative. Positive sentences are also known as affirmative sentences. Okay, don't get confused with assertive. Assertives are declarative sentences. This one is affirmative sentence. By adding not or int, the short form with the auxiliary verb, we will be able to change a positive sentence into negative. Clear?
Yes.
Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So let us learn the third kind of sentence. Before learning third kind of sentence, you know, imperative sentence, like you are all familiar, though it is not starting with the subject, there is a subject hiding behind. Okay, so tell me the subject of an imperative sentence.
You.
Always. Okay, imperative sentence, we have to use the subject you always. Second person you is always the subject of an imperative sentence. Okay, it won't be, and it is easy for us to identify or to recognize an imperative sentence because it is starting with the verb. Close the door, open the door, go away, be quiet, okay, come here, go there. So we are starting all these imperative sentences in the form of order, request, commands, advice, and don't do this again, don't go there. Okay, so all these advices, requests, commands and all, we are starting imperative sentences using or starting with the verb. You know, please remember, you is always the subject of an imperative sentence. Okay, so if a question, close the door, tell me the subject.
You.
Open the door, tell me the subject.
You.
Go away, tell me the subject.
You.
Okay, come here, tell me the subject.
You.
Bring me a cup of water, tell me the subject.
You.
Always you. Remember, you is the subject of an imperative sentence. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear? So you have got declarative definition, you have got the examples, affirmative and negative, clear? And now we discussed imperative sentence, negative and positive. Positive means affirmative. Go there is an affirmative sentence. Don't go there. By adding int with the auxiliary verb do, we change that sentence into a negative sentence, negative imperative sentence. Okay? Okay? Okay, kids?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so I have a few examples for you. Get out. Close the door. Come here.
Go to there.
Bring me my umbrella. Okay, now let me share the imperative, the screen of imperative sentence.
Ma'am.
Look at the board. Imperative sentence. Who is this? Anika Ishwar. Imperative sentence. A sentence that expresses, okay, a sentence that expresses a command, advice, order, or a polite request is called an imperative sentence. Okay? Okay? It ends with an exclamation mark or a period. A period means it must end with ends with a full stop. Look at the sentences on the board. Walk to the corner, starting with walk, verb. Cross the road, verb. Please help me. Be quiet. Fetch my umbrella. Please bring my umbrella. Look at all these sentences starting with the verb form, right? Though the subject usually is obvious, in an imperative sentence, the subject is always the second person you. Remember, imperative sentence, the subject is you always. Don't ever forget. Okay? Okay? Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now the third type or the third kind of first type of sentence, simple sentence. The third one is we have completed declarative and also completed imperative, and what is next?
Interrogative
Interrogative sentence. See, you are familiar with the word interrogation, interrogate. See now, many things, police officers are coming to your house for some interrogation means what? To interrogating something means what? They'll be asking a lot of questions. Okay, they'll be asking a lot of questions and we need to give some information, right? Based on the question, we should say either yes or no to their question, or else we have to give a detailed answer when they ask a question to us. Okay, so we are using interrogative sentences to ask question. Okay, to ask question. Okay, there are two types of interrogative sentences. The first one is WH questions, and the second one is yes or no questions. Okay, WH questions and yes or no questions. Okay, WH questions, you are familiar with the word WH question. There are more than 7 words in English grammar which is starting with WH. Okay, WH. Can anybody list out a few WH words used in English grammar?
What?
What? Where? Okay. When? Which?
How?
It's very important. It is the word how is not starting with the WH, but it is coming under WH word. How? Okay, very good. Then where? When? All these. Okay, okay. So here, the person who is asking using this WH word is expecting to get a particular answer. He doesn't want only yes or no answers. He wants the right information. Okay, the right answer from the person. That means, what is your name? I'm not asking yes, my name is this. I'm not expecting no, my name is this name is not mine, or such things. I'm not expecting yes or no answers from you. Okay, where are you coming from? No, I am not coming from this place. Yes, I am coming from this place. No, absolutely wrong answering, right? So if a person is using WH question, you should give an answer to his question. Okay, well, what is your name? The boy who is sitting in white and blue dress, t-shirt, what is your name? No, he is stuck anyway. He is stuck anyway. The tallest boy. No way, stuck. The video is stuck. So no way. So WH questions, we are expecting an answer. Some kind of information when you ask WH questions. Okay. And as you said, WH words are what, which, where, when, how, and all. More than 7 words are used in English grammar under WH questions. And what about yes or no questions, children? Yes or no questions.
It is so simple. They do not give a detailed answer. Just the answer will be
Yes, either yes or no. Yeah, very good. We are expecting an answer in the form of yes or no. Can you come with me? No, ma'am, I can't. Can you come with me? Yes, ma'am, I can. Right? Is this your box? Yes, it is. Or it is not mine, ma'am. Okay, yes or no. I'm expecting an answer either yes or no. Can you swim? Francis Richard, what kind of picture displayed on the screen? Francis.
Ma'am.
Yes. Francis. Francis, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no question. What is yes or no question? So I have a homework for you. It's almost the time. The next teacher is waiting here. I should leave from here. As somebody said, please go away from here. Yes, I am moving from here. Remember, children, there is an activity for you to do. I have told you earlier. Please do it in an A4 size sheet. Try to collect all the information about finites and non-finite with pictures and all. Okay? Okay, kids? Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
We discuss interrogatives in the next class. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.